We often see an attack on democracy and the rule of law far more clearly when it's happening in another country than in our own. And there's a great example of that happening just beginning today with the Russia sham referenda that they're trying to force upon Ukraine, all upon the eastern parts of Ukraine. They're holding these sham referenda, clearly an effort to try and claim somehow that these parts of Ukraine are part of Russia. And they're going to say, well, the people voted. But we know, as people who believe in democracy and rule of law, just having something you call an election, even if some people vote, if it doesn't have the legal underpinnings or full legitimacy of election, it doesn't count for anything. It's a sham. And we shouldn't view the results as real. And that's pretty obvious to us when we see it elsewhere. Unfortunately, it's not as obvious when it happens in our own country. And I hate to say it, and this is going to sound a little bit radical, that's happening right now, and not just in our country, but in the state where I'm standing, Ohio. We have on the Ohio ballot in the coming weeks, we have maps for both the State House and Congress that have been ruled by the Ohio Supreme Court, the sole and exclusive jurisdiction over, which has sole and exclusive jurisdiction over the maps and their constitutionality. They've been ruled unconstitutional every single time. Yet the Republicans in the State House, not wanting to give up any power, push those maps onto the Ohio ballot. And they broke the law for long enough that they succeeded in getting the Ohio ballot. And of course, after the election, like they want to say in Russia, they're going to say, well, the people voted on these illegal maps that the Ohio Supreme Court found to be illegal. But since they voted, it's okay. And the answer is, it's not okay. The maps are illegal. They remain illegal. What they're doing, though, in Ohio is actually even worse than that, because they also changed the rules of how we elect justices to the Ohio Supreme Court. And they're doing that because they hope that this November that they will have a court that will go back and rule their illegal maps legal going forward. That's how much they've been attacking the rule of law. They're trying to get rid of the independent court that stood up to them by changing the rules of how we elect that court. Two things have to happen. One, we have to keep calling this out as lawless and in violation of the rule of law and democracy. But secondly, one very practical thing you can all do, you can all help us do, elect 3 Democrats to the House Supreme Court so they can keep striking this nonsense down again and again and again.